Okay, so I just got back from my excursion down the road. I really don't know how this is going to play out. It's like the spirits are putting that fear back in my mind about November 27th being the day that, of no return, point of no return. Um, so, but I'm told December because there's a song by Collective Soul called December, which talks about, that being the time. And then there's that trailer, The Seventh Sign with Demi Moore about a pregnancy on February 29th. So, and then we also have Legion, which talks about the world being covered in darkness. That doesn't happen until the longest day of the year, which, is in, I think it's December, but it might be January. January's a pretty cold up here anyway, so that talks about a baby as well. So, so what I did when I went down to the band office, my intention was to try to talk to the person who's in control of the website to see if I could put a PDF version on the website, or if they could get software to make it so that it's like a book on Google Play Books. Because I got a response back from them, and despite my repeated attempts, those guys at the headquarters, they don't want to publish my book. So I'm, it's kind of upsetting because, I did everything that they wanted, and they denied me for some strange reason because they don't think that my book is, they don't think I wrote the book, which is just, stupid. So I think what I'll do is when I get my money on the 1st, December 1st, I'm gonna get a ISBN number. That's for authors in Canada. It's like a tax number. So you get that number when you write a book. So with that number, I could reapply to Amazon or Kindle to have my book uploaded that way. But by December, I might have the book uploaded to the Saugune website, or I might have Chief and Counsel create my website, AnthonyOliverCoggy.com, where you can click on it and get the book for free anyway. So that's my hope, so that I don't have to jump through these Kindle books and Amazon books and Google books hurdles. Or just get our Chief and Counsel or our IT department to create the same software, whatever software these book companies are using. I'm sure you could buy it for a couple grand, and Saugune can set up a website for me, and you get the book for free there, and whatever format you're reading it in, whether it's an iPhone or a Galaxy phone or a tablet or a laptop, I'll be able to access the book and how it's supposed to be read. So that's the plan. I gotta go back and talk to the IT person tomorrow who's in charge of the website, because she wasn't there. But while I was there, I managed to print off a hard copy of the book. I had planned on giving it to Mean Gun or Luke and Leah. So, I got my little short list here on the wall. You see your name at the top, Leah? And then we got Sheena, Luke, not you, Luke, and then Charity, Richie, and then Waylon. That's my short list that I want to try to get the book to. I'm under a great deal of pressure here because the spirits are putting pressure on me to get this information out there right away, because they're making me think that mother's going to become pregnant and create a black hole and bring an end to all mankind. So when I went to go see my son, he wasn't home, so I couldn't give him the book. So I went over to see Leah and Luke and Sabrina, and I gave the book to Leah, and I said, I wrote a book. I really appreciate if you could read this book, Leah, and then give it to Luke after, and Sabrina, you can read it too. And then, can you please get a hold of your cousin? And Leah said, who? What cousin? I said, Jaden. He says, okay. So it's out of my hands now, but the strange thing is, me getting that the crystal meth and playing around with the spirits for a couple of days or a day, whatever it was, has now altered my path to where I've got that book in the hands of a couple individuals who might be able to get a hold of their first cousin and possibly even tell her, why don't you come pick the book up? I got it right here at home. While I'm waiting to get the book published online. So, it's strange how things work like that. Like sometimes it's not always about sexual epiphanies or telling a story and figuring something out. Sometimes it changes, doing that spiritual warfare, it changes my path of life. Meaning, like a tree branch, there's like that tree, there's so many different paths we can take. If I didn't get the crystal meth, I'd be hard pressed to think that I'd have that book in Leah's hands right now, because I wasn't worried about getting the book out till December or January. I was going to take my time for the next couple weeks, talk to chief and council and try to go through that way. But the spirits are trying to light a fire into me, I guess, and get me to get that book in your hands, Leah, and Luke's hands, so you can read it and be the first people in Saugeen to read the book and, hopefully contact your cousin so that she too can read the book by picking it up and making you heroes of the day, making sure that, heaven forbid she doesn't get pregnant and cause a black hole. So that was my little adventure. Now, I just want to say thank you, Leah, for, being so accommodating and, looking so excited. Oh wow, a project. Somebody's giving me a project to read a book. That's what your face kind of looked like. It was like you're excited to, like somebody's giving you this opportunity to read something, right? I thought it was cute. So I had planned on, how am I going to do this with this girl? How am I going to get this girl to read this book? I thought, I'll bribe her. I'll give her a couple $100. Then she'll read it. Then I'll know that she read it. But you looked excited just to be given the opportunity to review the book. So, thanks, Leah, for reading my book and hopefully getting a hold of your cousin's reading so that she can read the book. Which I might add was not accepted by our sister community, Kigadons. I thought for sure Kigadons would, be excited to want to print a book about, proving we're Saugeen and Nawash are the creators so we can settle our land claims. But no, they're like, I might send it to my committee to see if they want to accept your book, man. They're just like Google, man. They're frustrated. You tell people that you have the most important book of all time, and they don't give a fuck. It's like I'm getting stopped at every goddamn turn I make. Well, one day I'm going to buy Kigadon's Press. I'm going to own that damn business. And one day I'm going to buy Google. I'm going to own that business. Actually, I could just pass a law with my 4 horsemen and make everybody on planet Earth give me everything you got. All your businesses. In fact, there is going to be a law that states that, because I had planned on taking the high road, which is buying everyone's business over the course of several years, but we don't got time to do that. So everyone out there watching this, just know that there's going to be a law drafted by my 4 horsemen of evil's apocalypse that specifically states you give all your businesses over to the People's Corporation of Canada so that we collectively own everything on planet Earth together. So Google, thanks for denying me. Gigadons, thanks for denying me.